Hmm? Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Fremine successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
Perhaps that's true. You're both very good people. You've mentioned before that you've had some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling, so I assume you're just helping us out of the kind.
Well, everyone could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future, too.
Since I see you as friends, then it's even more important for us to protect. Glad to hear it. Then, let's go check on Lynette before Fremine returns.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away. Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only.
Okay, then let's...
Lynette should be here right now. Huh. Strange. Lynette?
As expected, Zijwin isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd... Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here.
Okay. None of the beds have any signs of having been slept in. Except that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up, which means either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
There are some books here and a few files. They all look like medical records. Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients, a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter. These sure are some interesting books. Who knew Zijwin would be interested in these kinds of things? She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings. Is it because she's a Melusine? Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
Seems quite normal to me. These are skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
If you're not sure what to do next, how about I take you on a walk? Ah! This is it! We saw it before!
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised. The space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's the case, she would have contacted me for sure. Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
Hey, you guys, there's a slip of paper over here!
A slip of paper?
It's right over here, and there's a bunch written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. The back. This is...
Show me! Now!
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now? No. Could she have...
Wriothesley. Did he deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded?
From the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last...
Yes, that is a crucial question. Wriothesley, he doesn't do anything. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though. I'd like to know that too. Don't panic, just think everything over. I have to stay calm. Wait, you're right. The fact that Fremine was able to leave the grounds could
What does he gain by letting Fremine leave like that?
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Fremine. We had to go through all that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down. Don't be like this, Lenny. Fremine wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No, I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
Hey, don't be reckless! Traveler, please, talk some sense into him!
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back!
He's rushed out the door! After him!
Right. I feel like we still—
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive—
Is that so?
Is someone?
Pack everything up. Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking. Someone! Please help! She's sick!
Whoa! Are you okay?
These two. As expected, what a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill. Wait! Wait! It's no use. We have to catch up to him. He's already out of sight! How is he so fast? Let's go head him off at Wriothesley's office!
Come out and face me, Wriothesley!
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? No, he's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostage— You knew we were investigating the infirmary from the start, so you deliberately aroused the traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing. As for Fremine, no, you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
There was no need to do so. The Fortress of Meripede is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Fremine has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right now, but Fremine is not.
He's not? What do you really want?
Lenny!
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me. Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Fremenet should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
Wait, you can't mean... You locked him outside in the sea?
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
Fremenet's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
No, we're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Linney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating. Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meripede, regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
So, you've been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games together here. But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Linney, the cards are stacked against you right now. Miss Lynette is in my hands, and Mr. Fremenet is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine. You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever. You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
You want to see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children, she should have plenty of motivation to join me for a parents' evening. I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
Why did you think Father sent us to handle the Fortress of Meripede? This place is basically a no-man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both.
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much pressure you may put on me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
You people really are difficult to get along with. All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret? Mr. Linney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
Linny!
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress. I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down. Had you given up on the fortress then and there, I'd have no reason to want to talk. Mr. Fremenet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on...
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5...
Wait,
2, 1. Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Linney.
Risley!
Negotiations have broken down. Please leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Yeah, listen to the Traveler. If you can't talk to Linny, can you at least talk to us?
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way. But that doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want. The fortress may be small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws. Then how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found, I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request. Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
I've been told that the infirmary is always... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because we often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta... I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sijuin be doing during that time? The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't... We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work. Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. But the product has to... The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. Because of that, the Melusines have also... According to Collins, the Pancration... The research note said that the Melusine... Fonta's internal reports suggest... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he does... I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour. Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real... We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production... The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. I've been told that the infirmary is always empty. We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can... I've been told that the infirmary is... We often see Miss Sijuin observe... The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. Because of that... The Fonta promoter has been... I've been told that the infirmary is always empty. We often see Miss Sijuin observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. The research note said that the Melusine... We often see Miss Sijuin... The Fonta promoter has been... I've been told that the infirmary is all... We often see Miss Sijuin observe... The Fonta promoter has been... We often see Miss Sijuin observe... According to Collins, the Fonta's internal reports suggest that there's... I've been told that the infirmary...
So that's what's going on. Paimon understands it now. Who would have guessed? The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal. At first we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. But in reality, they were all prepared. She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes a note of anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work. Her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sijuin visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost. Sijuin has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However, unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and they're the recipients of her lovingly cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out. Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sijuin's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged. All right, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the Pancration Ring, including the one that you're not allowed to support both sides of a fight.
I've been told that the infirmary is... Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an unnamed and unpackaged product. We often see Miss Sijuin observe... The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the Duke believes... The research note said that the Melusine... According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. The Fonta promoter has been struggling. The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't... Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial of an According to Collins, the
So there really was nothing to be afraid of. That hidden rule of the Pancration Ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet a blood-red drink. It's no wonder even Fonta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making. The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale. They came to the fortress of The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fonta product here. And so, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were so...
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light. Although, based on your description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless with his words, I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company. All right, and here's the final question. What's the secret behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Risley! You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing Lynette and Fremine never even crossed your mind! You'll pay for this!
Lenny, are you alright?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sijuin. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace.
Sijuin?
Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Sijuin... You...
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervulette asked me to come here, he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties.
But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Linny someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervulette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now. His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving...
My dear Sijuin, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace. I figured I should try to talk some sense into you.
What are you talking about? What time?
Take me if you want. Let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Don't be like that, Your...
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be... I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sijween, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
You... What are you doing?
I believe I hear footsteps.
Some space, please.
Ah, Miss Clarande. My door.
Fremine... Fremine...
What's going on? What is Clarande doing here?
Work.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Linney. The tranquilizing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
What happened to Fremine? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
What did you say?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Fremine a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
I'll talk to Clarande while you get Fremine to where he needs to be. Everything else can wait.
How is he?
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical. Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's leave him here for now, and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more. Sorry. I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress, however.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly happen?
Please, look after Mr. Fremine for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
What's that look on your face? I thought I made good time on the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality. Had you arrived just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Lenny again. How's the situation out there?
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly. I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad. But if one were to stay for any significant amount of time... well, you can see how that boy's doing.
Where was he when you found him?
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
Closer than I thought. He must have recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
Might as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Linny, are you okay?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
Are you sure? You don't look alright.
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer
I'm back, everyone.
Lenny! Oh. Fremine?
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
His breathing's beginning to slow.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it.
Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
The Duke and Clarande are gone.
They probably went to get some tea. The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit.
He's awake. Fremine.
Lenny.
We're all here.
The infirmary, at the Fortress of Meripede, Mr. Fremine. And you are no longer...
How do you feel?
The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Shh, it's okay.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. Pipes. Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now. I'm in. Where could Master Child be? This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it? It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it. Wherever the tide takes me, so long as the light of the hearth still shines, I'll always have a home to return to. I want to spend some time at the bottom of the sea, in peace and total silence. It's easy to fix a machine when you know how it's built and how it works. But people, they're much more difficult. I want to spend some time at the bottom of the sea, in peace and total silence. It's easy to fix a machine when you know how it's built and how it works. But people, they're much more difficult. This is where the water starts. Okay. Master Child probably dived into the water. The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. There are traces here too. I need to keep going. Huh? The traces are gone. But I don't see where he could have gone from here. Wait. What the... My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe. What's going... No good. I have to get back. They still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it. I can't die here. I have to push on.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished.
That's right.
Miss Clarand,
Miss Clorand, you say?
You're still too weak for Monet. Miss Lynette is right.
A guest. Then I can.
You should ask His Grace about that.
yeah, it's about time he actually told us what's going on. What?
No, please go on without me.
Lenny.
The logical part of my brain is.
Understood. In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you.
Thank you.
Temple of Wisdom! A minute to live.
To ashes! I'll uproot you! And shroud!
Everyone hold hands!
One with the force!
I see everything!
I hear everything!
Everyone hold hands!
I never hear. Excuse me? I'll uproot you!
La 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 la!
And shroud!
Sharing my knowledge. Everyone hold hands. I'll protect Link.
One with the forest. One thing after another. I hear everything. Keep up.
I see everything.
Eyes on me!
And Shroud.
Let's dance.
Let's nip that in the bud. Can't see?
Hey!
One with the forest. I'll uproot you!
I see everything. I'll protect you.
And Shroud! I hear everything!
Everyone hold hands.
To ashes!
Hey!
Can't see?
Make yourselves at home.
And Shroud! I'll uproot you!
Everyone hold hands.
Can't see? I hear everything!
Hey! Let's dance.
Power that ended Python!
And Shroud!
Everyone hold hands.
Let's nip that in the bud.
I see everything. Let the show begin.
Can't see? Keep up!
Sharing my knowledge. Everyone hold hands. Oh,
I hear everything! One with the forest. So.
Hey!
Eyes on me!
And Shroud! Yeah. I'll uproot you!
Everyone hold hands.
Can't see? Keep up. Let's nip that in the bud.
Hey! Let the show begin.
One with the forest. So.
I see everything.
I'll uproot you! Can't see? Keep up.
Everyone hold hands.
Power that ended.
And Shroud.
Let's dance.
Relax.
Something on your mind again? Let's work through it together. Two are better than one.
Can't see? Let's nip that in the bud.
I see everything.
One with the force. I'll uproot you!
Let's dance.
And shroud! Can't see? Let's nip that in the bud.
Hey! I'll protect us.
Back off! And shroud!
I see everything.
I hear everything. Can't see?
To ashes! And shroud! I'll uproot you!
I see everything.
One with the forest. And shroud! Let's nip that in the bud.
Everyone hold hands.
One with the forest. I hear everything. And shroud. Oh!
I see everything. Let's dance. Make yourselves at home. Hey! Let's go!
Power that ended Python!
Can't see? I'll uproot you!
I see everything.
One with the forest. Let's nip that in the bud.
Everyone hold hands. Let's dance.
And shroud. Keep up.
I see everything.
One with the forest. I hear everything.
Hey! I'll protect us.
And shroud.
Everyone hold hands.
Let's nip that in the bud.
Hey! Hold hands! The Temple of Wisdom! Let the show be...
To ashes! One thing after another! Enshroud!
Hey!
I'll uproot you! One with the force.
Everyone hold hands! Let's dance!
I hear everything! Enshroud!
Ad Astra. Thank you for
Can we play Banger next time?
There'll be an extra I'll think about it. There'll be an extra fee.
If you press a leaf between dry sheets of paper, you can make an attractive and handy bookmark.
I'll think about it. There'll be an extra fee for that.
Don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's all part of the learning process.
This realm... If you ever have it...